I don't have to wait.
So the question is this: why are we waiting?
Some people are not waiting. Many people are not waiting. From where I'm at, we're having this conversation.
No.
We wait
Based on how much the tech has grown, we having a large young population, right? Hold on. Then we should have been in the forefront.
No.
Let me finish.
Your phone. No. Okay.
Let me finish. You answer. You have a chance. See, we should have been at the forefront of developing all those things you just talked about. So the question is this: see, why are we not there?
Okay.
See, this is just like the question I asked someone on LinkedIn earlier today. Okay, because she brings up very interesting things, very important things, but she will just narrate those things and as if we can do this. Okay, and I asked a question. I said at first, before I asked, I said, let us sit down and dissect all these things you say. Okay, and then when we do that dissections, now we'll find out why we are not doing it. Because it's good to say all these fantastic things.
Okay, cool.
See, like you, a process person, I'm also a process person. So I know that the when you get in deep into the process, you find out the challenges, and then you also find the opportunities. But then we need
absolutely. Just to underscore what you're saying there. So I apologize if I was interrupting. I was trying to get a point that you were going to raise in.
Come on.
So what the issue that I'm trying to lay bare here is this.
Yeah.
Who's we?
Okay, I'm talking about Africans, young Africans.
Okay, Africans. Okay, and descendants of slaves as well. Africans.
Come on.
No. It's important. No, we're talking about systemic systems. So let's talk about systems. So when we're talking about systems, we talk about what drives the system. Okay, and what's dependent on the system. Right. So it's important just so that we understand, because when we're talking about if we're talking about Black people, for example, and we're talking about African people and descendants of Africans, all those things, fine. So we've got context. It's important to have context. So we have breadth, right?
Okay.
So with breadth, then let's break down the systems within those systems, right? In a way that's manageable. Zimbabwe was, for example, independent in 1980.
Yeah.
1980. Independent in 1980. It was the last African country to win its independence through civil armed struggle.
Yeah,
the last one. Some countries have been independent from the 50s, 40s. Okay? So because of that, and colonization affected every African country differently. So when we are saying globally, why are we not moving? We've got to take a look at each country's as an individual status. And see how each individual country are doing. Like I was bigging up Nigerians with their Nollywood.
Yeah,
Nollywood has been the staple of me watching African films, even though I'm not Nigerian, because it still has a thriving movie industry.
Yeah,
you understand, because
is the second largest in terms of production.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of the first countries to be independent in Africa.
Close to it.
Zimbabwe being the last country to be independent.
Okay.
The very last, right? So if you're talking about age and time to do things, everyone has to be able to undo the way they're colonized. People colonized in different ways. It meant they were left in a different state upon independence. Some people were left, like my colleagues from Mozambique, in a state where they had no industry at all, because the colonizers there left, the Portuguese left, and after decimating everything there. So they have to start from scratch and talk about educating themselves. Even our South African brothers denied education for such a long time. Yeah. So you got to ask, how long does it take to educate a human being to adulthood? Well, 0 to adulthood, 18 years at least. Yeah. Then that person who's educated has to be able to educate his children. I see what I'm saying to you. Yeah. And then throughout the whole process, they have to be able to create an environment whereby technology is accessible to them. So I've got right now, I'll show you this. This is my new laptop, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a new laptop, right? Not everybody can afford the latest technology.
Okay.
Not everybody's country has access to 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi connectivity.
Yeah.
So it's about leveling up. And the good thing about being part of the diaspora is we have the ability to support our brothers and sisters back home by sending back technology that we think is obsolete. But for them, it's still advanced enough.
Yeah.
And then we have to create the right environment for them to be educated in knowing how to use those things. Because governments, unfortunately, they're still very much, those countries that are mineral rich are still focusing a lot heavily on the minerals under the ground than the uplift of education in their people. So until we get to the stage where the young are more educated, yes, and have access to technology, then we can talk about, God, I see a lot of passion in these young people. I see it all the time. Their eyes light up, they want to use it. But when you go home, you got no electricity. You know, you cannot justify having your phone on at home to practice doing anything.
Yeah.
You know, so we have to help them out. I think it's a collective effort.
I do agree with you. Okay. I agree with you about all this. Okay. We African in diaspora have a lot of things to contribute. Okay. We have a lot of things to contribute. And for me, education is the most important tool that the government can contribute. Okay. Because if the population is educated, then they will, and if the economic policies are right, the population will create all the opportunities.
Absolutely.
Okay? So that's there.